This will be episode 143 for you guys. Once my co-hosts join in today, we'll go ahead and get today's episode started. Checking the one. Yeah. What's up, Curtis?
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. What flavors of Rays you been taking, man? I see you've been promoting as well. You went
Nah,
for
bro.
leg
I've been
day.
I've been messing with this like blue raz junk. That junk go crazy.
Okay. I ain't tried that flavor yet. I seen.
Bro, they have a whole section at Kohl's just like of Rays on the refrigerator.
Oh, dang, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. Oh, Rob's up in there. He's right there. Go ahead, send that request in, buddy.
Oh, there it is. What's up, Rob?
Howdy, howdy. How goes it, everybody?
What's going on?
Going well. Going well.
It's good to be back. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Between,
Had some things going on,
between.
but we're all here.
Yeah, man. It's definitely good to be back. You know, y'all should definitely go out to Colorado sometime in your life. It's definitely a really cool place.
You went,
for sure.
went skiing? You went skiing there?
Yeah, I went skiing out there. It's called Copper Mountain. It's like 2 hours from Denver. Or no, a little less than 2 hours. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. And let me tell you, that was like one of the hardest workouts I've had like in my life. Oh my God.
I can believe that.
Oh my.
The mountains out there.
Crazy. And I went on some pretty hard like trails too. And like you're like really high up, like elevation wise. You're like at the top of the mountain. It was like 14,000 feet. So like you can't like it's hard to breathe, bro.
Yeah.
You're like winded after walking. It's crazy.
Yeah. I forgot how crazy the altitude is there too.
Yeah, like it doesn't even make any sense, but hey, it was fun regardless. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, definitely a fun time.
That's what's up. We'll go ahead and get started since all three of us are in here. I don't know what Fred's doing, but we'll go ahead and get started.
I know what Fred's doing. It's like, nah, I don't know. My guess, if I had a guess, he's probably asleep. Long day at work,
Yeah.
probably.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree from Onthehop Podcast. Today is going to be episode 143 for you guys today. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Curtis Green and Rob Sarasulo, presenting episode 143 for you guys this week. So we're going to kick things off with some NBA action, some NBA talk. What are your guys' thoughts on this past weekend of NBA All-Star Weekend? Were you guys a fan of the event? Were you a fan of the events that occurred during the NBA All-Star Weekend?
I mean, personally, I didn't really tune in, to be honest, because let's be real, like it's been pretty boring for like quite a few years now. I mean, the dunk contest just hasn't been the same. You know, the All-Star game is probably the worst event of them all. I mean, you saw like they set the record for points scored, but like they're not trying. They're just screwing around out there. You know, so it's just like why would I waste my time watching a bunch of guys just freaking shoot around for no reason. Damn, he didn't have to come at
I
you like that.
didn't. I
But
didn't. The thing is, okay, never mind. Keep going. We're
but
going to focus on the podcast.
anyways. So yeah, I mean it's I watched some of the highlights from the dunk contest. I mean I mean it wasn't really anything special. I mean last year Mac McClung did some pretty cool dunks, but
Yeah.
this year I feel like it wasn't as good. I mean a lot of the stuff like I mean I get like it's impressive to jump over people and stuff, but like people be like that's like all people do now is just like jump over people. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I feel like people like it's there's only so many things you can do. I get that, but you gotta just mix it up somehow, some way. Find something creative that no one's done, or at least no one's done for a while. I mean, whatever. I don't know, but I mean, I thought the Steph and Caitlin was it Caitlin Clark? Who was that? Not Caitlin Clark. I
Sabrina,
forget who it was.
what's her last name? It
Oh
was
my.
the woman Sabrina from the WNBA that was in there with
I don't know
Steph.
why I thought it was Caitlin Clark for a second, but yeah, that was kind of cool, I guess. Um, but other than that, man, like I think it's a waste of time. I mean, they need to do something different or add something interesting because the viewership for that cannot be good. I mean, I want to see the stats for the viewership of that All-Star weekend. There is no way that it was in any shape or form any good. I mean, there's just no shot. I don't know, but I'm curious to know what that number is because it's probably dreadful.
I'm looking now. I'm glancing for a number. Oh, the All Star game actually averaged 5.5 million viewers, and it was
What?
actually up 20% from last year.
Why?
But
Why?
I,
Ah, 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 ah.
I
Only
don't
reason
know,
is because Kai Cenat was there. Let's be honest,
bro.
man.
But still, I mean, to be honest, I like both sports, football and basketball. But like, if you compare 5.5 million to what the NFL does in big games, that's like pretty bad. But I mean,
Yeah.
hey, 5.5 million is still a good number of viewers, and then 20% up from last year. But I don't know how the viewership was up from this year compared to last year's event, especially the game.
It's
But
because
which,
Kai Cenat was there. That's the only reason it boosted up because they wanted to see my man Scott. Also, quick question. Not even a question, a statement. Jalen Brown is sorry. He should have never been in the dunk contest in general.
I
I
heard
feel like
about that.
any other shooting guard could have probably did all the dunks he did.
bro, what he did when he dunked over him, he's already like he's 4 foot and a half and 5 foot at best, and you dunking over him. Then what did he do? A dab at the end?
You were
I
supposed to do
heard
that while you were dunking, not after.
I heard it was trash, and he just got like sucked off by the judges or something. Like
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
because
for
put a
sure.
Boston Celtics the LED. I think it's because the court or the LED lights. They put a background of the Boston Celtics, but you're in Indianapolis, so what are you doing?
Yeah. It was trash, bro. Like the only thing that was actually entertaining to watch was the shoot off with Steph and maybe a little bit of the celebrity All Star game.
hmm
Which for some reason Micah Parsons shouldn't even have been there. First of all, him
what's
or
wrong with
CJ
his play?
Stroud.
What's wrong with Michael Parsons' play?
They're
He is
too
He's
celebrity.
huge.
athletic going up against other celebrities who are not athletic.
Uh,
What are you saying?
Metal World Peace was playing in the game. The man used to play in the
He's
NBA.
old.
He shouldn't have been there either. Fucking
He's old,
Older,
bro.
old or not, you were if that man is qualified enough not to play in there.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
Like
he's
you see how selfish your boy was.
He had to get his,
bro.
Especially
He is
Stephen
That's
A.
the only
talking
he's
about.
MVP he ever
athletic.
gonna win.
That is a big dude, bro. No one's guarding
Oh,
him.
Kurt, why you have to say that, yo?
Because it's true. That's the only MVP he'll ever win. Is that one right there?
Mm.
He might.
I mean, it's true. It's probably true. I mean, it only goes to quarterbacks. So
Hey, Defensive Player of the Year, that's their MVP. But yeah, he probably never gonna get MVP.
unless he got like 22 sacks or something crazy. But
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't see him doing that personally. But yeah, this NBA All-Star Weekend was honestly terrible, and it was really disappointing, and it made like the whole entire event that's been something to look forward to as an NBA fan. It was like very lackluster this year, and I honestly think the best event all weekend was the three-point contest event. And the fact that the celebrity basketball game was more competitive than the actual NBA All-Star game, that's a problem. You have people that aren't even true basketball players putting on a better performance, putting up a better effort than these athletes that get paid millions and millions of dollars that at least put on an exciting exhibition game. Just try a little bit, some fourth quarter defense. We didn't get that at all. But I didn't like the fact that they were 211 total points scored. That shows you that how competitive this game was. There was a total of 67 threes made, and there was a
Oh
total
my
of
God.
397 points combined. So we could play a pickup game at High Point Elementary or at a local gym, and it could be more competitive than what we saw at the All-Star Weekend. That's terrible. And
bruh,
then for the dunk contest, like you said, Rob, the Mac McClung, like he didn't bring out the spectacular dunks that he had from last year's event. And I feel like the dunk contest is losing like more prestige to it because we're getting the best dunkers in the league, like LeBron, or I know John Morant's hurt right now, but John Morant, if he was unhurt, I guarantee you he wanted to participate in the dunk contest. Like we need to see the best dunkers participate in the dunk contest instead of getting with all due respect, Mac McClung, who is a G League player. We shouldn't see a G League player win back-to-back dunk contests in an NBA atmosphere. I just don't think that's right for the league. But yeah, there's some things they got to fix. But what do you guys think they should fix for NBA All-Star Weekend moving forward?
um, I think they should do it like the MLB does it, kind of. You know how the MLB don't they give like home field advantage to the winning side or
Yeah,
whatever or something like
yeah.
that in the World Series? There should be
Hmm.
some kind of incentive there for either the NBA Finals or at least like monetary incentive of some kind. The winner gets, I don't know, 500 grand or 100 grand, whatever. I don't know, something. They need to do something to incentivize them to try. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no reason for them to try. I mean, their thinking is, oh, we're literally playing for no reason. So what the hell? Like, why would I even try to play defense? We're just gonna we're just gonna shoot around and do nothing.
I'm just
But
saying,
I don't know.
like,
They need to do something like that. Um,
What the
crazy.
heck, Neil?
Neil, relax. Kick him out.
This man
No,
Neil
I'm just
crazy.
kidding.
I feel like it's probably better to have like
Kurt's lagging.
I can barely hear Kurt. He like in and out.
Kurt's lagging.
and when I can hear everything perfectly fine.
No.
How does that make sense to me? Can you hear me?
Sort of.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I was saying, in order for them to try, I feel like they got to take out the fives for 1 year and just go king of the court style 1-on-1.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
And like Rob
See,
said, winner gets like something like 500 grand or whatever.
That would be cool.
I do like that
The
idea.
internet services.
Oh, we can hear you, Kurt.
Oh, all right.
I do like that idea of the 1v1, like King of the Court. I think that's what really bringing the viewership. But it's like, I feel like the players would be kind of scared. Like, it's good. That would be actually really good. And it kind of like the likelihood of you being injured in an all-star event, it kind of like takes it away. I mean, you can still get hurt, but instead of playing a 5-on-5, like full court game, a 1v1 tournament would make sense. But I feel like some of the players would be kind of scared to go head to head with each other, with the whole world watching. And then you got all of them Hall of Famers in attendance and things like that. But that actually is a good idea,
Yeah.
to be honest. I think they should do that. But Rob, I actually was gonna say the same thing as you with the baseball thing. I think MLB does that the right way, because even though it is an all-star game, they're out there actually competing
It's a good
because,
game every year.
yeah, and you have players being rotated in and out, and the
Mm-hmm.
NBA does the same thing, but we're saying players rotated in and out. Half like someone that studded as Luka Doncic should not have under 10 total points in an All-Star game. That should not be happening. But like things like that, when you're competing for a home court advantage for the NBA Finals, I think that's huge. Or money on the line for it. I got an idea though. I think they should do. What do y'all think about this? A World versus USA game for All Star Weekend.
That would be
That'd be
cool. I
tough.
mean, don't they do that for the Rising Stars already, or haven't they done that? If they
They
don't
have done
already,
that for the Rising Stars.
yeah.
The rise actually in the past when they did it for the Rising Stars, it made it competitive. I mean, they didn't like try, but you can see like the competitive nature. I think like the teams would be pretty even right now because we're in the NBA now, where like the world, like you have like foreign players like Giannis, Nikola Jokic, Joel, Luca. They're all taking over the league, but then you got the players that we had in our generation of like LeBron, Steph, and KD. That'd be a part of Team USA. So I think that would be a really good event too. Have some type of like winning. I'll need the promo. I'll say that in a second, Rico. But yeah, we need something like that. Um, I think like you playing for an MVP award, so USA versus World 7 Game Series. But yeah, you're playing for like a meaningless All-Star MVP award that means nothing now. Like I like fans across social media were mad that Tyrese Halliburton did not get MVP in the All-Star game. Who really cares? Because you're not really competing for much. What is it's an accolade, but it's not going to be like something like,
Who
oh, it's something like that's changing your career or anything like that. Or I just think they got to do something different because I feel like we're on the point. If this continues for the next 2 to 3 years, we could be on the point of, okay, maybe we got to cancel out half the events for NBA All Star Weekend. Instead of making it a three night event, make it two or maybe even one a night event.
who got MVP?
Damian Lillard did.
Okay.
They really, I think Karl Anthony Towns had like 50 points, but you know the West lost, so they're not going to give it to him. But like Damian Lillard had, I want to say he had 39 points, but like the man was just jacking up like logo threes because nobody was playing defense on him or half court. I think he had one half court 3-point shot. But hey, what does it really mean if there's a total of 67 3-pointers made for both combined teams? That's what they just got to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
It would be more
Yeah.
hype World Cup. Rico, I'm gonna put the thing in for the Rays thing. But yeah,
10 million for the winning team. That'd be crazy.
10
That's
million.
a lot of money.
I hate to say it, Adam Silver's pockets ain't that heavy.
That's a lot of money.
Hey, he don't got that type of bread. Maybe if this is baseball, you know, them owners got that type of money. It would make them play hard, but I don't know about 10 mil.
Mm.
But they got to do something quick. I feel like if there's an event that's on the verge of like really dying out is the dunk contest, because I think the last good dunk contest was nearly 10 years ago. It's 2024, and the last like monumental dunk contest was the 2016 dunk contest where you had Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon going back and forth. We have not seen an elite dunk contest since then. So I think if you keep having, I didn't even know Obi Toppin, Rob, had a brother that was a part of New York. I didn't even
He's
know
in
he
the
had a
G
brother
League.
in the league.
He's in the
Oh,
G.
he's in the G League. Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
was on the Knicks roster. I was about to
Well,
say Obi
he
Toppin.
played a game when we made the trade for like Bohan, like before he like got over to New York, him and Burks. We had like
Yeah.
no one on the bench because everyone's hurt right now. So he played and like some other dude played that I've never seen in my entire life. So like yeah, he played like one game. I think he's back on the G League now, I would assume. But Yeah, he looks smack like him. Like his build is like the same. He's like the same person.
Look just alike. Because I remember I was doing the prediction for the dunk contest, and I was like, hold up, Obi Toppin got a brother?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah. We traded Obi and signed his brother to a G League contract this past offseason. It was pretty funny.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, I just hope they get it together for next year's event. They got to do something. But
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Aaron Gordon is never gonna come back to the dunk contest just because he got cheated too many times,
he
bro.
should have won at least once. I mean, what the hell? He had some
Right?
OG dunks. I think he
I
should
ain't
have beat Zach LaVine. Honestly,
that one in 2020 where Dwayne Wade robbed him so Bam Adebayo could win it was kind of nuts.
that was stupid.
Was it Bam Adebayo? Yeah, but yeah, that was actually kind of
I
nuts.
forgot he did the dunk contest. To be honest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But we'll go ahead and move to the next segment. This is an interesting one, especially for you, Kurt. Could LeBron James and Steph Curry team up together in Golden State in the near future?
No,
What are you guys' thoughts on that?
no, not even close. I
Oh,
mean,
on that.
LeBron said that he would like to play with him, and then also Steph said, you know, it'd be cool, but no, it's not gonna happen. Like, come on. I think they're looking for LeBron type position, but
Kurt, Kurt, your connection is fun buttons. Oh my god.
I was trying to let him go, but dang, Kurt. Dang.
Man,
He
sounds
going.
like R2D2.
I do
Curtis.
relax.
All I heard was, "Why don't you relax?"
Curtis.
Oh, that's funny. All right, I think Kurt, you might be. Oh,
Yeah, he gonna have to come back.
all right. I guess I'll share my thoughts on it for now. So I don't know. I don't think it'll happen. I mean, I feel like LeBron at this point is kind of he's up there in age right now. I mean, obviously he's pretty timeless, as we can say. I mean, I feel like he's gonna try to stick it out until his son gets in the league, which would be crazy. But I don't know. I think he's content being in LA, I guess. I mean, I know they're not too great right now. I mean, but I think he enjoys playing there. You know, he enjoys his team. Like he enjoys playing with AD. They were so close last year. Like they went to the Western Conference. They just ran into a Nuggets team that was just like unstoppable at the time. I mean, I don't think the Nuggets are as good this year. So, I mean, but you got other teams out there now this year, like the Clippers, for example. I mean, I think the Clippers are a really good team this year.
They
I
are.
mean, they have been killing it. They are hard to stop right now. Um, you know, the Thunder too. The Thunder are a very, very, very strong team too. Like I think the Thunder would run pretty much anyone off the court besides a select couple of teams. But, the Lakers are up against more, I would say, this year than they were last year. I mean, I feel like they're not quite where they were last year. But like I said, I mean, I don't think LeBron goes anywhere. And Rico, I agree. I mean, he definitely is drained, and I mean, that's what it does. That's what that time amount of time does to you in this kind of league, But Philly's in the East.
Philly.
No,
Philly's in the East, Rico.
not Philly. Not Philly.
Philly
Can
is
y'all
not like that.
hear me though?
But
Just want to say this.
Yeah, you alive now.
yeah,
Okay.
go ahead,
Cool,
Kurt.
cool, cool. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, yeah, you're good.
But
I'm pretty much
before
done.
I lagged out and whatnot, I was saying that, like, bro, that's not gonna happen. There's specific duos that just can't happen. Like, technically, those two together, championship, easy. A lot of them, to be not a lot, but like probably two or three more. Just like when KD went over there. Y'all saw how that was just cheese. What are you saying? Braun's like a floor general, and now that he don't have, now that he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands 24/7, that man, come on, bro. Like it's not okay, and I hope it doesn't happen. I hope Braun stays. We get one more chip, and then he retire. You know what I mean? When we get our chip.
Laker faithful fan right there. He don't want to see LeBron leave.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got something for y'all for this though. All right, so I had to pull up what I was gonna show y'all in a second. All right, so the likelihood of it is kind of the window of them ever teaming up is kind of dwindling because Steph is entering his late 30s. LeBron's going to be 40 next year. But never say never in the NBA. I really could see this happening somehow, some way. I could see it. If LeBron wanted it out this summer in LA, I think they could grant his wish, but it would have to take a lot. But I could see it happen because LeBron has stated in the past that he always wanted to play with Steph Curry. Draymond Green and LeBron are really good friends. I think LeBron actually went to Draymond Green's wedding a few years ago. But Draymond has also said that he wants to play with LeBron, or would love to play with LeBron also. But I think age is just a number. Like you said, Curtis, if they ever were to team up, that's an automatic championship. Automatic championship because, like you said, LeBron really wouldn't have to do much. I mean, he would still be LeBron, but it'd just be Kevin Durant with the Warriors all over again, but you get LeBron. So I think it'd be cool, and I think the reason why they could win a championship is because they showed that going against each other for 4 consecutive years in the East and West, LeBron and Steph helped their respective teams play each other in 4 straight NBA Finals in the late 2010s. So I put a trade together here. It's the Lakers trade LeBron James and Gabe Vincent to the Warriors. The Warriors trade Chris Paul, Andrew Wiggins, Mosey Moody, Trace Jackson, a 2026 and 2028 first round pick. So when I put this in the NBA trade machine online for ESPN, it was actually accepted.
Fuck
I
no.
would not accept that trade.
Swear it was accepted.
I would not accept that trade if I was the Lakers.
Yo,
I would
I don't think
absolutely not accept that trade. I'm sorry, Tom, but that is a bad trade.
Hey,
That is
I'll put it in.
a bad
I
trade.
put it in the trade machine.
They would
Now
have to
that's what I
give up
said.
Clay, bro. They would have to at least give up Clay Thompson or somebody almost, worth it, None of those pieces are worth it. For LeBron?
It's not
No.
the
And
only.
no.
If they did that, the only piece they would keep would probably be Andrew Wiggins. But like Chris Paul, they would clean him slate. He'd probably
He's not
be
worth
what they.
nothing.
I know that's why I said he'd be gone. He'd be hitting the waiver wires. Who else? Moses Moody and Trace Jackson. I mean, they're not lighting the world on fire, but those are young pieces. I only think they would be. It could possibly. I don't think this could happen, but it could possibly work only because the Lakers have like no first round picks in their near future. I think that could sell them if you throw in a 2026 or 2028 first round picks. But like with the lottery, like first round picks really don't mean anything. If you don't have a lottery pick in the NBA, like a top 10 pick, it's like the first round pick really doesn't mean anything nowadays in the NBA. But
Listen,
yeah, I'm not saying this could happen, but like you said, Rob, they would have to give up Clay. Maybe Clay Thompson's a free agent, but I don't know if he's gonna come back there this summer. It could happen. If this could happen, it would have to be some type of sign and trade deal to get Clay over there too.
yeah, he would. Yeah, no, that would be a given with LeBron going back to the Warriors. But you would have to give up more than 2 first round picks, 100%. Like you got guys like Rudy Gobert going for 7 of them.
Nah,
Then you
that
got
shouldn't. That shouldn't.
yeah, that screwed up the whole trade market for a while. I feel like it's a little better now. Teams aren't as willing to give up that many picks. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I guess it kind of is working out for them right now. I mean, the Timberwolves are a great team right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that trade. I mean, I see what you're saying. I mean, it could happen if they want to restart, if they want to, start fresh with some youth and get some draft capital I could see it. I mean, they might need to do it soon. I mean, if they continue on this trajectory, if they continue to be average or worse, they might want to do that. They might want to reset. They might want to see what they want to do with Anthony Davis too. I mean,
Yeah,
he's still there.
yeah.
You could get a lot for him. You might get more for him than LeBron. I'm not gonna lie, because he's LeBron. I mean, I know it's LeBron, but like LeBron is like older. You know, how many years does he have left? He is timeless. I'll give him that. He is unlike any other person in the planet, and he's the best player of all time. I'm not taking that away. But if you're thinking of how many years he's going to give you, I don't know. You know, like how AD is what, like 30 something? I don't know how old he is. He can't be that old. I mean, I know he's on the other side of 30. I know that, but I don't know how deep in his 30s he is. I forget.
He's 30, but he'll be 31 in the next few weeks.
Okay, so that's not that bad. So AD will still be in the league for probably another like at least another 4 or 5 years. I mean, I guess LeBron will probably be around almost that long too. Shit. So I don't know. Who knows?
I
Some
give
people might
him
some people might value AD more so than LeBron at this point in his career. Some, not all of them, but some.
yeah,
Just depends on the need, like because AD is one of the best defensive players in the league with the amount of blocks he gets per game and the the amount of rebounding help that he provides, and his of course his offense. But I don't know. They might have to start over soon though if they don't, you know, if they can't get back to where they were even last year. I mean, they're
Yeah.
gonna have to start thinking about it at the very least. You know, after this year, they'll probably have to evaluate, especially if they, let's say they get into the play-in and then lose in the play-in or something like that. Then they really should evaluate what they're doing. So.
yeah, that's true. What you think, Kurt? You think if Lakers have a bad second half of the season, they could consider it, or you don't think they'll ever consider doing something like that?
I don't think they're going to consider that, to be honest with you. I feel like if they have a bad second half, which most likely I don't think they are, if they have, if we have a bad second half, they're going to pick down the people outside of LeBron and AD. They can't give those key pieces up. They can't. They're just going to be like, oh, well, we need to look at, our point guard or our whatever, power forward or whatever. They're going to look for someone else. They're not even going to think about getting rid of LeBron and AD, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I feel like I feel like especially the Warriors too. They're kind of in danger of not having a great second half either. The way how the West is playing out, so I think this could be a conversation that gets brought up again for the summertime for both teams. I feel like this. I feel like this is gonna be brought up once again. But we're gonna move to the next segment. Which NBA Eastern Conference teams do you guys believe are contenders or pretenders? So, in this segment, we're going to share all teams in the Eastern Conference that are currently above 500 in the East. So, that's the teams we'll be bringing up. First team, Boston Celtics. Are they contenders or pretenders? They're currently 43-12.
That one's easy. I mean, they're the best team. I think they're the best team in the league. One of them, if
Um,
not one of them,
I
if
don't know.
not the best. I don't know. They're up there. I mean, they're so good. They're very, very good. They could go all the way. I mean, I hate to say it because I hate the Celtics, but um, they could go all the way. That's like the one team I'm worried about as a Knicks fan, honestly.
Yeah.
The one team. I'm not worried about any of the other teams. I'm not even trying to be biased or whatever it is.
We're gonna get to my team. We're gonna wait a little bit, but we're gonna get to my team.
We oh, this, man. I think we got a freaking squad. to be honest.
Uh,
Kurt, what do you think?
uh, I mean, me being a Lakers fan, I mean, and the rival,
Yeah.
I, I'm just gonna say, as of right now, they're contenders, but they could turn into pretenders.
Really?
I think so, personally.
I mean,
I
that's
think they're gonna have like a good little year, and then somehow, some way, Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum turn into complete ass cheeks.
I hope so. That'd be pretty cool for us as people in the East.
It's somehow
Hell yeah.
it do be playing out like that though. Like they do good, but then like one of them just like fold in the playoffs. If not both of them at times. Like
Tatum.
it's either like Tatum's doing really good, and then Brown can't handle the slack, pick up the slack, or it's vice versa. It does happen. It actually has happened the last few times they've been in the playoffs. But I'm gonna say they are contenders. I do agree with Rob. They are one of the best teams in the NBA right now, and I think this is really their best chance to win the Eastern Conference right now. They're 26-3 at home and have a clear shot of having home court advantage for the playoffs in the Eastern Conference this year. But I'm looking at Jason Tatum. He's having a pretty good season this year. He could be in the race for the MVP award. Jalen Brown's playing pretty well. Drew Holiday and Porzingis, I think those additions during the offseason or before the season is
Yeah.
really going to help the Celtics in the long run this year. But like Curtis said, I really hope that Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown can finally put it together in the playoffs because they've been right there since 2020. Really, they've been right there, and they just haven't put it all together. So it's actually time for them to put it all together and win it all this year. I think this is their best chance to do it. But I have them as contenders as well.
I think this is their best team since they, came into the finals conversation, to be honest.
Yeah, I do like it. Derek White, Al Horford's still there. They do have a lot of pieces there still in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next team, Cleveland Cavaliers. They're currently 36-17. Are they contenders or pretenders?
Pretenders. Next question.
Yep.
Damn. I mean, I won't. I think they're like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about them because, they did get better, sort of. I mean, they're hot right now. I'll give them that, but like, I don't know. I still feel like my team could take them and beat them again. So I'm gonna say that I'm on the fence.
I'm on the fence about them too. I kind of lean towards contenders for now because, like you said, Rob, they are one of the hottest. They are pretty hot right now. I think this team is starting to show a little bit of growth, not a significant amount, but just a small amount of growth for where they were last year. I think they're starting to figure things out just a little bit in Cleveland. But right now, looking at their team, they currently have 6 players that's currently averaging double digits per game. So I like the offensive production that they have right now as a team. Donovan Mitchell has played really well for the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. And they're big. I think they're bigs of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. If they could play some good defense in the playoffs, stacking up against the other teams in the Eastern Conference, I think that could help them down the stretch. But I am leaning towards. I'm kind of on the fence of them being contenders or pretenders. But the way they looked in the first half of the NBA season, I'll go ahead and say they are contenders right now.
That's where I think their weakness is because last year they got bodied. They
I
got
don't
bodied.
know how. I don't know how.
Because
Oh,
Mitchell Robinson, that's how he said they're little,
That's
and he just gimme all of it.
that wasn't supposed to happen. Both of them being out there really should be like a brick wall coming into the paint. But like you said, like y'all tore them up. Mitchell Robinson definitely had. He was like one of the key factors. Then y'all put them away by Game 5, or with
Yeah, I think we beat him 4-1 or something like that. It was either 4-1 or 4-2.
yeah.
I think it might have been 4-2.
I think
But
that's.
they did not win more than 2 games.
I think on paper that really should have went to 7, but like they didn't show up at all.
No, they got washed out. They were ass.
Well, this one's gonna be a good one. I want to hear y'all's reaction to this one. Milwaukee Bucks. They're currently 35-21. Contenders or pretenders?
Mm, I'll say they're contenders. I mean, just because they have Damian Lillard there now, I mean, that alone pretty much made them. I mean, they don't have the defense, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Their defense, I knew this was going to happen, too, since they traded Holiday. They are not nearly as good on defense. I mean, they're giving up a lot of points per game. They are one of the. I think they might be one of the bottom 10, bottom 15 defenses in the league, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken. Um, they're putting up a lot of points, of course, because obviously you got two of the best players in the league. But you got to stop somebody at some point, and especially in the playoffs, that defense is going to be key because it's a different game when you're in the playoffs. And
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like they could be a first round exit. I mean, it could very well
Oh, man.
happen that they just start giving up a lot of points. I mean, they're the third seed. Who would they play today? Who's the sixth seed? The
You
Heat?
better hope they don't play the Heat again. It's
The
gonna
Heat
be
would.
deja
I
vu.
think the Heat. I think the Heat would beat them again. I
Yeah,
really do.
they're
I
they're
think the Heat would beat
they're,
them again.
right now. If it started, we would be the seventh seed. But they're praying they play the
Who?
Pacers in the first round.
Oh, the
That,
Pacers are the sixth seed. I
yeah,
think
they're
the I
praying
think the
for it.
Pacers, bro. The Pacers, how fast they play, and the pace that they play, they could beat the Bucks. I know they're a young team, but
I think the series is actually they actually when they played this year so far. I think they might have already played 4 times, or it's at least been 3 times. But the Pacers actually giving them a run for their money in the matchups that they actually
Mhm.
stack up. And now they got Pascal Siakam. They were playing them before Pascal Siakam got there, and they were still giving them a run for their money. So Pascal Siakam out there now, that actually might be an interesting series, though.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
I changed my pick. I'm gonna say pretenders. I'm saying pretenders. I don't care if they got Lillard. Their defense is trash. They don't got now that I'm thinking about it. No, they're in danger. They're in
Danger.
danger. Screw
Danger.
that.
Curtis, what you think?
Well, I mean, when you're looking at it and you see that they have like Rob said, they have two of the best players in the league right now. You can't count them out this early. I mean, you might as well just say, "Oh, what if Dame and Giannis get hot for like the rest of the season? Somehow, some way, they just turned into Kobe and Shaq prime time, and it just didn't stop." I'm just saying it could happen, but the chances of it happening is kind of light. But I'm gonna say that as of right now, I believe that they're contenders.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with y'all. I think they are pretenders, and I feel like there is an accident waiting to happen with this Milwaukee Bucks team because they're undecided on what to really do. And I feel like it was truly a mistake of bringing in Doc Rivers at the midway point of the season because the team looks way more beatable than what it did before they brought in Doc Rivers. And since Doc Rivers has been there, they have 3 wins and 7 losses since he's been there. And there is no accountability going on for this Bucks struggles right now. No accountability from Giannis. No accountability from Damian Lillard. No accountability for Doc Rivers. Seemed like Doc Rivers didn't even want the damn job. The way how he rants and things like that, his press conference answers after the games. But I just don't understand why, if you have Giannis and Damian Lillard, a special combo, you bring in a overrated head coach in Doc Rivers who has not gotten over the hump since 2012, playing in his last Eastern Conference Finals in 2012 with that Boston Celtics team taking on the Big Three in Miami. And Rob, like you said, defense has been a problem for the Bucks all year long. I actually looked it up. They rank 23rd defensively
Yep.
in points given up. They give up 118 points per game, average
Whew.
wise. Yeah, you cannot win no championship. I don't care what do you do offensively, what you produce with those 2 star players. If your defense is allowing 118 points per game, that's a problem. And I feel like it did cost a lot to get Damian Lillard, but I just would have made an offer of maybe giving up Middleton before I would have gave up Drew Holiday for defensive reasons. I think that's really going to hurt. Honestly, the way I agree, Rob. That could be an interesting series with the Pacers, but if they play the Heat, they're going home again. Hey, they are going home again.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they have a disappointing first round, I feel like Damian Lillard might ask out of Milwaukee. I know that's asking a lot because he just got there, but I would not be surprised if he asked for a trade if they are a first round exit.
I'm just
Because really,
saying, okay, the Pacers, like the series between them. Also, just to let you know, I don't know if you know, they played 5 times. Bro, it's Pacers 5-1.
Damn.
Oh yeah, because the
Yeah.
play-in tournament, I forgot they played in the. Yeah, see, I remember, and they actually sent them home in the play-in tournament too.
Yep.
Didn't they beat the brakes off of them too?
Yeah,
Like bad?
yeah.
It was it was 128 to 119 in the in season tournament.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was like a 20-point loss, but yeah.
I did tune in into some of those matchups though, but they did give him a run for their money several times. And
Yes.
like you said, Kurt, the win-loss record between the two teams don't lie. So maybe they might have their best chance is getting the Magic as a 6 seed if they want to get past the first round right now. Rob, this is your team next. The New York Knicks. They're currently 33-22. Contenders or pretenders?
I think we're contenders, man. I'm not even trying to be biased. I think this is the best team I've seen since since I've been alive. Honestly, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, when we've lost like the last few games before the
All-Star break.
All-Star weekend. We were struggling because basically we had a bunch of injuries. Randall was out, OG's been out, Hartenstein was out for a bit, and then he wasn't 100%. Robinson's been out for the whole year basically. A bunch of injuries, and Brunson's basically had to take it upon himself to will us to victory if we won at all. Him and Dante. But I mean, shit, they've been doing a pretty damn good job when everyone's been out. I mean, they've been putting up numbers. But I think defensively with the addition of OG, that really elevated our team when we had that big month of February, or not? Was it February? It was this month, right?
January.
No, it might have been January. I don't know. I think it was January when we went 14-2.
Yeah, January.
Yeah, but yeah, like we have been very good on defense, very good rebounding, pressuring people on the glass, and those kinds of things take you far in the playoffs. I mean, those are the kinds of things like hustle plays, drawing fouls, getting to the line, those kinds of things, the little things get you far, and I think we do that really well. We're a lot better shooting team now, especially with getting Dante in the offseason, getting Bohan, getting Burks. We have a very deep team. Our bench is probably one of the best in the league. So, I think we have a chance to go very far this year, especially with some of the top teams showing some signs of weakness, as we were just talking about with the Bucks.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we go pretty far. I mean, who would we play as the 4th seed, or would we play the 5th seed, right?
Yeah, you play the 5th seed.
Which is the Magic, right?
Those NBA standing.
I think it's.
I just looked at it. Oh, you play the 70s. Ooh, that'd
I
be a good
think
seed.
we could take them, man. I think that I'll get to them in a second, but I think we can take them. I think we can take them for sure.
That'd
The
be actually.
76ers?
Yes. I'm taking us in 6 against Philly. Yep.
Okay.
At
That's
full
a lot of
strength.
time, but
At,
that'd be a good
at
matchup.
full strength, I'm taking us at 6. No doubt. I'll put freaking money on that too.
Well,
I like that.
I just
I
wanted to
would
let
put
you know
money on that.
you're insane.
No, I'm not. But you've seen the Sixers time and time again sell and sell and sell.
Well, we're gonna
Crybaby
find
Embiid
because you
sell
guys
and
play
sell and
them
sell.
on Thursday.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be full strength or not.
They're
So
they're
it
not even
would really
to
be
full strength. No Embiid back yet.
Yeah,
But a
Embiid's
playoff
not back yet.
series,
they're
that'd
screwed
be a lit
without him.
series.
Yeah.
They're screwed without him.
What you think, Kurt? Hey,
Well, I mean, okay, so as of right now, I'm looking at the next this month. So the beginning of the month till right now, you guys are 5-2. Well, not 5-2. I'm sorry. You're 2-5. You say it that way because you lost against the Lakers. I think Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, a couple other people.
Been a
It
rough
doesn't matter.
month,
But you
man.
guys are kind of you're not full strength right now.
No,
So
not at all.
it all counts on when are your players going to be ready to go, and not like no injuries. Injuries is probably going to play a big part for you guys, being the fact that you're going through that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying they're like pretenders. They're contenders, but contenders with injuries.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we're probably one of the most beat up teams right now. It sucks, but
Yeah, bro.
it is what it is.
That's the way the cookie crumble.
Mm-hmm.
I think healthy, the Knicks are contenders, but they got to get healthy, and there is plenty of time for them to get their guys back that they need to go on a big time run in the Eastern Conference. But I got to say they are contenders because they've been very busy with a lot of trade acquisitions that made their roster really well, and I think right now they have one of the best rosters in the Eastern Conference right now when they're fully healthy. I believe if the breaking point for you guys, Rob, to go to the next step, to the next level in the Eastern Conference, is a consistent Julius Randle in the playoffs. If Julius
Yeah,
Randle can finally be consistent in the damn playoffs, the sky's the limit for you
I
guys
agree.
because Jalen Brunson can't do it all. He can't be the superhero for the Knicks every time they need somebody else to step up or need somebody to step up. Now, he always does his part, but he needs his other co-star to help him along the way. And Julius Randle last year in the playoffs was like awful. Man, I think
He was
did he
hurt.
get what Julius Randle last year in the playoffs?
He didn't play half the games, yeah. And when
Oh,
he
he
did, he was not very
did, but
good.
yeah, when he did play, yeah, it was bad. I did forget he did get hurt, but yeah, that's the problem with the Knicks in the playoffs because last year y'all gave the Heat like a good series and went all the way to 6 and
Yeah,
uh, if y'all won in Miami for Game 6, I'm pretty sure y'all would have won the series in Madison Square Garden for Game 7.
yeah.
But yeah, y'all, I think that's the only thing holding the Knicks back from really going on a deep run is how well can Julius Randle contribute on really both sides of the court for the playoffs. I think he does that. Y'all are in for a good run in the East this year.
Mm-hmm.
But next team, 76ers, they are 32-22. Are they contenders or pretenders? Pretenders?
Yeah,
Yes, they're
yeah.
pretenders. I'm not buying it. Every year they sell. Every year they let people down. No. That's all I need. I don't need to say much about them. They need to prove something to me. They need to get somewhere in the playoffs if they want any credibility from me. They're pretenders.
He's not lying. He's actually correct. It's crazy, man.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about them.
They're
They do have a very bad track record of
very
things
bad.
they were supposed to do. Like that 76ers team back in 2019 when they should have been the what the Raptors did that year when they had Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, JJ
Mm-hmm.
Redick, Tobias Harris, and they got bounced in the second round to the Raptors and have it. They went on to win it all that year, but they have been cursing the playoffs. I mean, Joel Embiid's never been to an Eastern Conference appearance since he's been in the league, and he's been playing at an MVP caliber level year in and year out. That's another guy's production that slightly drops in the playoffs. And I'm gonna say contenders based off who they play in the first round. It's basically gonna base it to me. It's gonna base off who they actually match up against because I'm looking at if Joel Embiid can come back healthy. I mean, if he stayed healthy and then continued to play out he did, I think he would have went back to back in terms of winning back to back MVP awards this year. But I think when he comes back, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. It just depends on who they play. But I will say I do like them adding Buddy Hield by the NBA trade deadline. That gives them another spot up
That was a
shooter
good
to
move.
contribute to the offense. But when I think about they got a match against the Celtics, the Knicks, the Heat. I don't know. I don't know if I can really trust the 76ers. So I'm like kind of on the fence for them. But I'll say contenders based on who they'll play in the first round. Pacers. We got two more teams. Pacers are 31-25. Contenders or pretenders?
They're just a young team who likes to run, and running is only going to take you so far, brother. It's only going to take you so far. So I'm gonna get the young kids, man. They contenders. I give them they contenders, man.
It,
What you think?
it's hard to say. Like with teams like this team and the Magic, I'll get to the Magic in a minute. But it's kind of the same shit. I mean, like Kurt was saying, the Pacers like to run. I mean, they're one of the fastest teams in the league. They play at one of the highest paces in the league. They can score a lot in a hurry. I really like the Pacers roster, especially Halliburton. I've always been a Halliburton fan since he went into the draft, and since I was very upset that we didn't take him. Um, I just imagine what our team would be like if we did get him, and that would be no Brunson. So I guess I'm not too upset about it. But, it's almost like his assist numbers are just crazy. I mean, he has been balling, and that team, like, I like Miles Turner. They got some people that can run. Jalen Smith has been very good. They got some good pieces there, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're ready yet. They're not quite there yet. Like Kurt was saying, they're pretty young. They might make if they play the Bucks. They're I don't know. I think they're beating the brakes off the Bucks. I really do. I mean, I think they're beating them in 6 games, maybe 5. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, they could be a completely different team in the playoffs. They've never seen the limelight, and they haven't as an organization in quite some time. So we got to give them some time. I mean, it's hard to say right now. So I would say I'm on the fence just because they're a young team. They haven't been there before, and the organization as a whole has not been there in a while. So.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. I do believe they're pretenders because they have not had like this amount of star power really since Paul George was there or Victor Oladipo was there. It's been a long time since they really had some actual pieces there in Indiana. So they finally got it. But I have to say for now they are pretenders. I feel like they will be a first round exit, but if they match up against the Bucks, it could be a different story. But if they re-sign Pascal Siakam, a player they just traded for, they did. I still think they took a gamble trading for Pascal Siakam. As good as a player he is, they still fail to realize that the man is a free agent and could potentially lose him during the summer. So if they hold on to Pascal Siakam for sake of the future and they have that trio of Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, and Pascal Siakam, and maybe add some more key role players around them in Indiana, I think they could be a contender one day, but I just don't feel like they have enough star power to beat a top-tier team in the Eastern Conference in a 7-game series. So I'm going to say for now they're pretenders, but they could have a bright future on their hands if they do give Pascal Siakam a good extension to stay in Indiana. Orlando Magic. You guys believe they're contenders or pretenders? My answer is gonna be short for this one because I'm not a fan of this team really. But they're 30 and 25. Huh?
They're pretenders. Get their ass out of here.
That's why I said I'm gonna keep this one short, sweet. What you
Yeah.
think, Rob?
I mean, yeah, it's like the same kind of answer with the Pacers, but they're not even as good as the Pacers. I mean, they have good defense. I mean, they got some young talent. I mean, they only got they got Gary Harris, who's 29. They got Joe Ingles, who's like 36. And besides that, everyone's 26 or under. So they got a very young team. And, this is the first time that they've really been putting it together. Bonchero's very good. They got Franz Wagner. He's been very good. Wendell Carter's pretty solid. Cole Anthony, he's decent. They're still a couple years away. They're pretenders.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think they're pretenders as well. I like your guys' answer. Basically, I find themselves as a Indiana Pacers team that's very young but doesn't have enough star power to even really compete with anybody in the Eastern Conference in the playoffs. But I feel like this team is still trying to figure it out. I mean, they do have some nice pieces there, but it's not enough to contend with anybody for a while. And honestly, the Orlando Magic is just an organization where they just fail to bring in attractive top-tier free agents year in and year out. So hopefully they figure it out one day. But I remember playing in 2K. I don't know why I just thought about this, but I remember playing in 2K. They said the GM's goal is to win a championship by 2030. Time is ticking. It's 2024. And they need a lot to win a championship one day, but I don't know. I just thought of that off the top of my head. But yeah, I think they're pretenders as well. Last team is my team. I saved them for last for a reason. The Miami
That's the
Heat.
reason you saved them for last, not because they're man. Never mind.
All right. Miami Heat are they 30-25 right now? Are they contenders or pretenders?
I mean, they're contender. I think they're like dark horse contenders just because they've been far before and they have Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler is one of the best players in the playoffs, hands down. He really turns it up on another level when he gets to the playoffs. I mean, he can carry y'all. Um, you know, but that being said, it just like depends on who you match up with. I mean, uh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're as good as last year. That's the thing. I don't know. Like, I'm curious to see what you think of this team compared to last year, if they're as good. Because I don't think they are right now. Maybe they get better in the second half. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't really think they're as good. I mean, it is generally the same team, but I mean, I don't know. Did y'all really add anybody?
Yeah, we got Terry Rozier. We upgraded him over Kyle Lowry.
That's
Yeah.
that's true. That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup. But he hasn't really done. He's never really been in that type of environment in the playoffs. So that's the thing.
And with Shadow with the Hornets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in that shitty organization for so long that it might have rubbed off on him. So I don't know.
What you think, Kurt? Contenders or pretenders?
As of right, okay, so I'm not familiar with the Heat's game, but just because I'm biased, they suck. But I'm gonna
Wow.
give you an honest answer. I'm gonna give you an honest answer. I feel like you guys are, contenders just because you have a workhorse over there. Somebody who's gonna work in the playoffs, know what he's doing, and when it's time to get to the nitty gritty, he's gonna be there for you. You got somebody who's gonna, lead your team. Be like, hey, if I got you, I'll put this motherfucker on my back. But y'all gotta help me. So it's like
Yeah.
you guys are a special team. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys, come out somewhere near the top. You know what I mean? It just all depends on who you match up against and whose night is it. Is it your night or is it not?
Yeah. I'm gonna go say we are contenders. For me personally, I would like to be at the top of the bunch in the Eastern Conference, but the Heat have a history of doing this. They're basically in the same spot that they're in right now than when they were last year around this time. But they have shown they are a second half team and a team over the last few years that have found themselves in 3 out of 4 Eastern Conference Finals since 2020. So I think, and 2 trips to the NBA Finals since 2020. So I think the championship experience, the playoff experience, is there for them. And I do like us upgrading at the point guard position, going from Kyle Lowry, who's aging nearly in his late 40s, not as a good player as he once was with the Toronto Raptors. I like us adding Terry Rozier. Once he gets more comfortable with the Miami Heat playing and that offense playing alongside guys like Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and Bam Adebayo, I think the sky is the limit for the Miami Heat this year. And I feel like if they turn it up like they do in the second half, and then you have Jimmy Butler as the top scoring option in the playoffs, like you guys said, he is a different animal, a different beast in the playoffs. And I think we got to the finals without Tyler Hero last year. I think if Tyler Hero produces, helps him offensively, and Bam Adebayo was pretty consistent last year for the most part in the playoffs. If he can be consistent when that time comes, I think we have a good shot of going on another run this year. I'm not saying we're going to go to the finals, but I like us hanging around for a while in the Eastern Conference for sure. But we're gonna do the Western Conference contenders or pretenders soon. You know what I'm saying, Kurt? We'll talk about your Lakers, but we're gonna move on to the final. Or before we move on to the final segment, we'd like to take the time to mention our partnership with Sharp Sports Betting. Sharps is a sports betting network best used for all sports bettors around the world. Sharps allows you to link your sports books, including DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, and ESPN bets. Sharps also allows you to track your win-loss record and currently see what your friends are currently betting. You can download Sharps today on Apple and Android devices. Download Sharps today and use our promo code TOM, as in THOM661, to go ahead and get started playing on Sharps today. But that being said, we're going to be sharing our best sports bets of the week. I know it's kind of a slow week in sports. I mean, you still got sports like hockey, college basketball, things like that, but we don't have any NBA until Thursday. So what are your guys' best sports bets of the week?
I don't really have anything in the pipeline right now because as you said, it's been a slow week. But NBA basketball starts up again in a couple of days, so I'm gonna go with a little bit of a biased one here. I'm gonna go Knicks money line. Okay, I don't care if we're not healthy or not. We're winning. But no, I like that bet just especially because Embiid's out. You know, and hopefully Hartenstein plays, and he has been an absolute beast this year. I love him this year. I mean, he's been I'm pretty sure he's one of like a couple of players with I forget what the stat was. It was something to do with like rebounds, steals, and blocks. Like he's got a bunch of them. That's all I know. But I'm gonna say Knicks money line, and if Hartenstein plays, I'm gonna take the over on the rebounds for that. So that's my bet.
Got any bets?
That's good right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking at a couple games like of what to bet on. I definitely was gonna bet on the next game just because you're missing a piece, you know. So I might can, you know what I mean, make a little parlay. I kind of want to just go with the underdog and say Philly gonna somehow win, and I'm putting my whole house on it. We're coming back, boys.
Wow.
Philly money line. I'm putting $3 million on. It's like nah. I'm definitely putting a $5 bet on Philly winning. I probably could turn that $5 into something, but we gonna see.
Okay. It was kind of. I had to think outside the box because, I mean, I don't really follow hockey, and I really don't feel comfortable betting on college basketball because anything can happen in college basketball. So I might save that for when March Madness comes. But I did think of something outside the box, and I did go ahead and put a little 3-leg parlay on the MVP awards race right now. So I actually bet Luka Doncic to win MVP Right now, he's averaging 34 points per game, 9 assists, 8 rebounds per game. I said most improved player to win that award is Tyrese Maxey, a player that's just made his first NBA All-Star appearance this year. He's looked to me very much improved and has definitely showed he is the next best star in Philadelphia after the James Harden trade. Most clutch player, I had Steph Curry winning that award. Right now, the odds on all three of those right now is at a 2,351. $10 wins you $235 off that. So
Wow.
with no NBA, I thought to think outside the box and let's see what I could do with this $10. If $10 could turn it into $235 when that time comes.
Who's the favorite to win clutch? Most clutch player?
Steph Curry is right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on Fan. This was on FanDuel. Let me see.
Who's
I'm gonna go back.
the next couple after that?
I'm gonna let me see. Most of you all.
I wonder if
Uh,
Brunson's in there.
Most clutch players, top three, or I'll read you top five in order. So one, Steph is the favorite. Two is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
3 is Damian Lillard. 4 is Luka, and 5 is Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
His odds for that actually, for just throwing that down, that's actually not bad. Plus 1,900, I would do that.
I knew he was up there because he's had some big moments in the clutch this year. And
actually, that's actually tied for fourth. Luka, Jalen Brunson, and LeBron all have a plus 1,900 for clutch player of the year. I think that Jalen Brunson might be a good bet. Let's see what $5 can win you on that before I read my last one. Oh no, not MVP. No.
That's probably
yeah, not that. He's good, but I didn't want to. Okay, so you can turn $10 into $190 if you bet on Jalen Brunson for clutch player of the year, which is pretty good. Let's see if I want to throw 20 on. If people out there want to throw 20 on it, 20 would actually win you $380.
he has a chance. He has a chance, man. I'm telling you. I mean, he's been doing some things in the fourth.
Yeah.
Let me say and you know, I don't know. I think it could happen, but I mean, I don't like because the Warriors aren't that good of a team. So like, I know Steph is clutch, but like, they're not that good of a team. So,
yeah.
I guess that doesn't really matter for clutch player. I guess that has more something to do with MVP than clutch. But anyway,
Luka's odds also, I meant to say, are plus 850 to win MVP right now. I think right now the favorite, I want to say it was Jokic, but I'm going to double check.
It was Embiid for a while, I think. But
yeah, it's Jokic. And I think that's based off.
It's always a big man.
That, and I think, what's the Nuggets record right now? Actually, they don't have the best record in the West.
No.
They are.
The Clippers do, I think.
Clippers are. Oh, the Timberwolves. Right now, I got the third.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, Clippers are third and Nuggets are fourth. So that's interesting, but
Thunder second, right?
Yeah, they're the second seed right now. Curtis, if you wanted to know, the Lakers are what? Oh, damn! Lakers are the ninth best team in the West.
Damn.
Hey, it's a lot of time, right, Kurt?
Shut up.
Before we go off, I got one more bet to read. I just threw this on just a second ago. So I got an 8-leg parlay for Thursday basketball because a lot of teams will be playing after the NBA All-Star break. So I got an 8-leg parlay that consists of money lines. So I got the Pacers beating the Pistons, the Knicks beating the 76ers, the Cavs beating the Magic. I have the Raptors beating the Nets. I got the Celtics beating the Bulls. I got the Nuggets beating the Wizards. That better happen. I got the Jazz beating the Hornets, and I got the Kings beating the Spurs. So $5 is something slight will win you $50 if all 8 of them hit. But
damn, that's for 8 legs?
Yeah,
that's
bad.
crazy.
That's really bad, Tom.
Hey, turn 5 into 50 if I can. You know, now all these teams I did read a should win, but watch it be the
better
Wizards.
you better bet
Upset.
on some spreads, man. You better at least throw some spreads in there if you're gonna
I
do
was
those.
see. That's the thing because if we were doing this and then basketball started tomorrow, I would definitely throw spreads on. But on last minute players might call out and things like that. I definitely am going to start doing spreads though for NBA betting wise moving forward
Oh,
since we're
I
in the
do
second.
that. Yeah, I do that a lot, and like it definitely helps. I mean,
Yeah, I think that could definitely be better, but yeah, spreads are definitely going to help me for the second half of betting.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was actually thinking of getting a little desperate going to hockey, but I don't know anything about hockey, so I didn't do it.
Hockey's actually the
Stick to
most
what you know.
hockey's actually the most profitable like sport I heard for some reason.
I might have to get into that with
Yeah.
football being gone now.
I'm best at
Yeah.
basketball betting for some reason, so football be anything be happening in fucking football, so it's hard to bet on.
But that is all the time. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up for you guys. That is all the time we have on this week's episode. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, Rob Sarasula, and Curtis Green signing off. Thank you guys for watching and listening. And we'll see you guys on next week's episode.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.